Hello and welcome to my channel. What I'm going to do, I'm hungry. I'm going to cook up a couple of eggs on my Swedish M40 stove. Dun, 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 dun. Mainly just a frying pan. I'm not going to use the cooker and all that. The M40 is the stainless steel one, and it has one band on it, unless you're looking at the Pathfinder one. See, this is the aluminum one. And the aluminum one in the original, that's the M44. It's made out of aluminium, and it has two bands on it. And you say, well, what's the difference between those two? Well, besides the price went crazy on these. Over $100. Over $100. Close to $200. And this one I got from Sportsman's Guide back in the 80s. And it came with this windscreen, which is aluminium. They added these later to the kits. And this one was 1967. Svea. The little three crowns there for the Swedish. Now, it came with stainless steel canteen. We're going to break in the stainless steel canteen cup. I was going to use a Stanley cup, but I'm going to break this guy in for some coffee or whatever. And here's some butter. We'll add that later. When I got that kit right there, it came with this Trangia, and this is actually a Svea. No, it's a Trangia. It's an actual Trangia stove. They mixed what they put in there. See, it's leaking. This is why I don't use this one for a couple of reasons. One, it's bigger. It's bigger than this is a one that I bought recently. It's a Trangia also. It's a smaller one, but it has that simmer ring. This one's bigger, but the ring is gone on it. The gasket, yeah, you can get another one and everything. But they actually, even though it's bigger, they burn slower. I don't know what it is, a burner arrangement or whatever, but they actually cook slower than, so we won't be using that one, than that. And I got this, which is like a copy of the Trangia. It's pretty good. It comes with a little simmering and everything, but we're going to try to keep this as much as original as possible. And this is the methylated spirits. I don't know if you can see that very well. The glare is not picking it up right. They say that those sometimes had a leak. This is an LSA oil weapons bottle, whatever, that I got, but it works really well for just, needle-like dispensing the fuel in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use their little windscreen. I'm going to use, now see, this hole right here was designed to, accept the, to go right past the military one. It sits up just a tad bit higher. The military one, again, you would think that would give it an advantage in cooking and everything. But, yeah, this one works fine. And we're going to use a stainless steel frying pan. Now, Blackie Collins, this is a scratch. Blackie Collins did a thing where he modified his windscreen back here. He cut it out so that, this pan would sit in there and sit flush. It didn't have to go very far. I'm not going to do that because I kind of expect these handles to get hot anyway, So I'm not worried about it. And yeah, what's the difference between the two? I don't know if sometimes I don't finish my sentences. I'm sorry about that. 3/4 of a pound, basically. That's what the difference is. This is quite a bit lighter, and this is almost brand new. I think when I got it, it was like brand new. And normally I would be carrying this if I was going to use it. Try to do this one-handed here. This guy had to work on a little bit. Now, the story behind this one is I got this one for cheap, man. The person that was selling it on eBay did not know what they had. It was a person that wasn't into mess kits or wasn't collecting or anything like that. It was a, you know, an individual woman or something. And see, there's its pan. There's a date on these things somewhere. See, it's like brand new. Sportsman's Guide used to do that, man. They would sell this stuff for cheap. But see, there's the double rings. Let's try. 58. See, NC 58. Let's see if we can find a date on this guy. I've done this before. See, I told you this. If I hadn't mentioned it before, this is going to be a rambly, long-winded type of video. I think they put the year stamp on this thing somewhere else. I don't remember. People in the audience that know this stuff are shouting already. Look over here, look over there. There it is. I find it now. This is all you really get. This is like press bolaget is Stunia. Something like that. Up here you got like a little shamrock on that. But you know it's got to have been made between 1940 and 1944, you know. I'll look at my other videos. I had to stop the video because I was dropping my butter. I don't want the butter to hit the ground. Even though it's in this lid, I know it's going to fall off. So anyways, let me get set up. Get the pan ready and get the tripod out here and start doing some tabletop cooking on the M40 stainless steel Swedish musket. Normally I cook out on the balcony. It's a Saturday, it's sunny and everything else, you know, better lighting, and you can do this on a tabletop. But they, management is here. They have a grab and go breakfast. They're doing, you know, it's before Christmas and they're doing stuff like that. And you're not supposed to cook on your balcony. So, smell of eggs and stuff cooking. Yeah, and you know, I'm kind of out there on that balcony. So anyway, I'm going to cook in here. Now, I've got this MRE thing out here, and all I'm really going for is not the meal. I'm going for the accessory pack for the coffee. Because I want to break in the canteen, the stainless steel canteen cup with a cup of GI coffee, since it's supposed to be a World War II one, and this is an MRE, and the coffee usually doesn't go bad. I just sliced it open, cut it open with my cut jack. See, this is why mess kits kind of went away, is because of MREs. The food's already been cooked, you know, and a lot of these were supplied with flameless rations, Mariana sauce with meatballs. See, look at this, it's all vacuum sealed, packed in there. So you got a pretty sturdy bag to begin with. You got you got a whole meal right here. Let's cut this thing open. I told you we're going after the accessory pack. Nice hiss. I'll show you this while we're at it. Mariana sauce with meatballs. And there's some code there. Hard as hell crackers. Sterilite food. And another code. Oh, they're not going to give me coffee. Orange flavored, no fruit juice. What? What? Sugar, maltodextrin. That's some more sugar right there, that maltodextrin. Citric acid provides tartness. Giannis Brothers Packaging Company, Kansas City, Mo. Beverage base powder, orange, natural, and artificial flavors with other natural flavors. Directions for use. Add half a canteen cup, not this size canteen. Add half a canteen cup of water, 12 ounces of water, to contents and stir. Allow water to sit. Allow water just chemically purified to stand 30 minutes before adding beverage powder. 1.2 ounces, 34 grams. We're never going to get to cooking these eggs if you take forever. I just want to make sure that sometimes there is extra cheese spread with jalapenos. This is good. They added the jalapenos. I don't know how. Well, we might add that to it. Garlic mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes hardly ever go bad. Look, they've done it so well. You eat this cardboard, and it tastes like mashed potatoes. All right, this is what got rid of your mess kit right here. This did it right here. Meal ready to eat, heater, warning. I'll read all this to you. You can skip through it if you want. Vapors released by activated heater contain hydrogen, a flammable gas. Do not place an open flame in the vapor. You know somebody's going to do that. Vapors released by activated heater can displace oxygen. When 10 or more heaters are being used inside a vehicle or shelter, ensure the ventilation system is operating or a top hatch or door is open. Hot water leakage can burn and cause cold weather injury. Use caution of carrying activated heater in the pocket. Yeah, these suckers get hot. After heating, the heating bag and emery pouch will be very hot. No crap. Sorry, something popped up on my screen about... Yeah, get out of the way. Discard the heater and bag after use. Do not drink the water remaining in the bag or use it in food items. Really, do we have to describe this? I guess so. We are dealing with GIs. If you don't know it, they make things for the military based on the lowest level of intelligence person that's acceptable in there. They dumb it down that much. We used to call it GI proof. They try to make it where even no insult to idiots, but basically even an idiot could do it. Remove MRE from pouch. I guess they accept that you can read, but even if you don't, they kind of like pictogram it for you. Well, this is always good. A rock or something. So anyways, we're not going to use it, but you fill it to this line right down here, you know, and it tells you, right? You can read this if you want. Wall holding MRE pouch. You do all that. We're not going to use that. I don't know why we're wasting our time with that. Well, it had something to do with it because that's why I like kits, you know. Kippered beef snack. Ooh, that looks good. You know, I was really just going to go for coffee in here, but I don't think they're going to give me coffee. What do we got here? Garlic mashed taters. All right. The good old indestructible, damn near indestructible military spoon. This is not one of your little lightweight spoons you get there. All right, here's where you would find your coffee. Non-dairy creamer. We might be lucky. We might get lucky. I was looking it up, you know. I was going to say, well, I'm just going to brew a cup of tea here and, you know, pull a regular tea bag out. Did you know that coffee is more popular in England than drinking tea? Creamer, non-dairy. Let me keep you here. I don't think we're gonna need salt, but we might. Ooh, Splenda bad. Me no like the Splenda. Mainly because of the aftertaste of sucralose. I don't like sucralose. That's nasty of them to do that and not give you sugar. Moist towelette. That's always good. It may not be moist a lot of times by the time you get these. Instant coffee. This is not what I was expecting, but it is an MRE. And then you got your little toilet paper. Oh, and looks like chiclets or something. Nondescript. They're stuck in there. Come out, wherever you are. Doesn't say, but it's gum. Chewing gum. And that's it. There's kind of an inner and outer sleeve in here, which is weird. Or it's just because I cut the bag. Yes, because you cut the bag, you idiot. I'm saying, wow, why did they make a partial sleeve separating the two? They didn't. It's just me. Alright, what else we got in here? There's more stuff in here. We haven't finished digging. Oh yeah, here's your little... See, even if you didn't have a container to drink in here, you could put your little hot beverage bag. See, there went your canteen cup. I don't know if they still issue canteens and canteen cups. They should. I think they went with the bladder system. Oatmeal cookie. Man, this sucker feels dry and hard. And then here's another one that you shouldn't eat, but it's just a little stabilizing bag. And military rations are good performance meals. The more energy you burn, the more food you need. You can read that if you want. I would have fun reading it, but if you can't eat all the food in the ration, eat some of each component to get a balance of nutrition. Eat the high carbohydrate items first. Crackers, beverage base, fruit, jelly. Save unopened dry snack items to eat when you're on the move, which you will be doing. So yeah, just a little booklet here on the back there warning you. And then here's your Mariana sauce that we're not going to make, that we're not going to eat right now. We just want eggs. That's all we want. I don't know why you got off in an MRE trek, but you got to do these things. I mean, you just gotta. Will you please get on with it? Yeah, I was gonna cook it in the windscreen and everything. I'm gonna set it up in the Lexada stove because the Trangia sits on the table with the windscreen method, and with this little stove right here, the Trangia is raised up and it doesn't get hot underneath there. So yeah. You'd starve to death by the time you get around to doing anything around here. I should need the simmering. So let me get everything set up. Oh, before I set this thing up, I just wanted to say, with my British setup here, I'm using the BCB Dragon type stove. Because that's a cooker, basically. I don't have the bottom piece to it. You can get a Mark 1 or Mark 2 cooker. This is basically set up like the Mark 1 kit. We'll get that out of the way. This is our water for later. It's our sweetener. Here's some matches. Made in Sweden. We gotta go, as much as we can with the Swedish theme here. Sweden. All right, let me set this up. Let me show you. This little ring right here. And mild violations are going to occur because, we're dealing with soot. This is a little firebox stove. This pin is important. All right. This guy's all hinged right here. See? Like this. And all you gotta do is position your top piece. See if I can do this again. I dropped something. You dropped something. I know. I dropped something. Top piece. Bottom piece. Hold. Hold. Hold again. I'm trying to do this through the lens. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy you do this way. Anyway, you try to get that slot line up in there. And this slot line up in here. Very closey. When you closey this, then you find that pin. Hopefully no droppy. You no droppy. And you will line up like that. And you put your pin in here. Put your pin in there. And then this little cable I keep on here because it's steel. And it helps keep all the pieces together. So you don't lose, you no droppy. You no droppy. Because if you don't have that thing, you might be able to improvise a stick or something, but this thing gets hot, so you need something metal. The advantage of this is it's small, compact, and it will fit in that front compartment where that BCB cooker went, and it fits flatter than that. But you got a nice little thing to hold your stove, and it's multi-fuel. It can take. This is the Trangia one. Trangia doesn't quite fit as good as the Ready cooker. Where's the Ready cooker? The Ready cooker just drops right in there. This is the small Trangia too. But because of the rings and everything, height is important with these things. You don't want this thing sitting up too high. And it would be sitting up too high with that. So, okay, we've already spoiled going completely conventional enough by going with this. So we are going to use this guy. He's newer. I'm just going to need to put some more alcohol in there. Denatured alcohol is what I use because it burns clean. There's no soot. No soot. You don't have enough soot on you. Yeah, that's what we're going to use. So let me put that in here. You drop it there. And let me fill up. It's going to take forever, but you know, I guess these are longer videos, you know, because you're cooking. If you look at a lot of the cooking videos, man, those people, they do a lot of editing. I mean, they have to film themselves walking up to the spot. And then you got to retrieve that. And then you got to set the camp up just right. And then you got to film that. And you got to go up and get the camera again. And yeah, it takes a while, man. There's a lot behind the scenes of this stuff. All right, we'll set this here for right now. We're not screwed down. We're just cappy. Are you gonna start cooking? Yes. I will start cooking. I need the butter. Now, normally I would use like olive oil or something like that. First, you need the light. We will use traditional matches. Traditional matches. We sit there. We take up a lid. And we light it. Because you gotta let these guys get bloomed first. Get a good flame going. Whoa! Fire in the hole. Fire in the hand. Oh, it's putting out a lot of heat, man. It's putting out a lot of heat. All right. Let's get where we can see a little bit better. Can we see? Can you see? I can see. All right. Oh, this is nice. It's not too cold in here today. It's noon, about noon. We're starting to fix breakfast. We fix breakfast at noon. guy like that. It's stainless steel. Normally you want to have something in the pan when you're, but you don't want to put a pan in, you know, like aluminum or whatever, because it can warp. That's the thing too about that stove. Look, it sizzles. I don't know if you can see. You can see a little. I can't get you much closer than this, sorry. You don't want to burn your butter, and this handle's gonna get hot. Oh, you don't want to put butter in the flame. What's wrong with you? You don't have time. You don't have time to hear everything that's wrong with me. I'll move this back. Back. We don't need you there. Back. What do we do? All right. We put it like this. Maybe you can see better. We coat the pan. We try not to burn the butter. We gotta get some eggs in there pretty damn quick. Oh, you hear Tiger Tom? I ain't gonna feed him right now. I'll feed myself. I'm never good at this, cracking eggs and not making a mess. There's one. It's an egg. There is egg for you. We want 2 eggs. Ooh, mess. You're getting eggs everywhere. It's a common skill. You see a lot of people that go with one hand, peel it off. Not me. I'm not that good. I gotta get some pepper. I'm missing pepper. I'm gonna put salt and pepper on it right now. You watch this for me. Make sure it don't burn. I don't want it to burn too much. Look, it's getting too hot already. Wear your gloves. Wear your gloves. You better go get something. I don't like eggs getting all plasticky, and that's usually from you get it too hot. The bottom gets too hot, and it gets all plasticky. We're safe right now. We're safe. I think we're safe. I usually I don't always try to do scrambled eggs, but we'll season later. I'll put the salt and pepper in later. I gotta watch my cooking. Sorry, it's earthquake here. I'm on the tripod. I'm just trying to position it where you can see that I can see, and we can all see that I'm cooking. You see, I'm not burning my hands. I'm not burning. I usually start off trying to do them like fried eggs. He's gonna make a smiley face, but the yolks wind up getting broken either while I'm cooking or trying to flip them over. Because I like them. I like the yolks runny, if at all possible, but the whites completely cooked. Not so cooked that it's plastic on the bottom. That's a bad thing. That is a bad thing. See, it's getting a little hot on this side. I'm adjusting off of them. Cooking in stainless steel is a little bit different than cooking in aluminum, the way the heat does and everything. Stainless steel tends to stick more unless you put like oil or stuff in there. And even then, it tends to stick more than aluminum. It just transfers heat differently. And you can regulate the flame, you know, the temperature by lifting it up a little bit. We're doing good. We got a runny over here. It's a little runny. Look at you, looky. All right, we'll cook you a little bit more. Sometimes when I go into a store and stuff, especially like Dollar Tree, I'll make up a different accent than I'm doing. Sometimes it's Russian, sometimes it's Pakistani, sometimes it's Chinese. And I talk to myself. I talk out loud like I'm talking to somebody else. On a phone or something. I'm just talking to myself. The funny thing is, I find it funny. Other people don't bat an eye. They think, you know, they don't know me. They think that's my normal voice. They don't know. They don't get the joke. It's like a private joke. Anyways, I'm a sergeant now. I can't do private jokes. Yeah. Oh, I busted egg. See, I was going to try to flip it over. I was going to try to cut it in half to make one easy, manageable. I might as well bust the other egg. We make him all sad looking now. He's all sad. He's sad. Why are you sad? You breaky me. It's not easy to do this, man. Preserve it. I feel it sticking down there. See, you already have plastic effect. El plastico. I no like it. I no like el plastico. It's too much. A lot of times I don't need a whole lot of heat after this. See, it's already runny. We'll just put it on there a little bit. And then we would snuff out, but we're going to keep using this for water. For our canteen. Let me set this up. I singe myself. Singe. You singe yourself. Go singe yourself. Ow, I'll singe myself again. Let me put it like that. I got this in my hand. Let me set you up there. That's the way you go. Now, I can do things. Yeah, you can do things. You can cause disasters. Man, the flame's all the way up there. Goes that high. I kid you not. You hear that? Probably too much water, but we don't have enough. We don't have enough water. What are you going to pour it into, though? You're going to have 2 things of water. We bend this back. Bend this back and look. There. Yes. Yes, yes. This will be ready pretty soon. This is my... I don't want to snuff with that one. See, you want to use your simmer ring and everything. It also has a snuffer because the snuffer... There's 2 things bad about snuffing these. First, your O-ring, you know, dries out and everything. And the other is, if you put this on hot, you tighten this on when it's hot, it creates a vacuum and it'll start cracking. Besides over tightening. So I usually snuff it with this and let it go cool before I even mess with it. Alright, I'm going to have to get off the tripod and look around. Eggs. The residual heat of the eggs, they should be... Yeah, the handle's not too hot to grab. I'm just going to eat it right out of there. I'm just going to eat it right out. I smell burning hair. I smell burning hair. It's funny. My hair may be on fire. We might use the salt. We will use the salt. Look at the flames. Look at the flames. We need to look at the... Turn the light off. We turn the light off. Look at the flames. You see? Down here I can put my hand. Ah! You play around too much. We're not like it. You need to be serious. You need to be more serious. We'll never hire you if you're not serious. I'm retired. I don't need to worry about being hired. I'm retired. Now see, you want to make sure you don't have it too close to your handles if you want your handles not to burn. It's okay up here, but don't try to drink out of these things right away. You burn the crap out of your lips. You learn. You learn hard way. Look how high that flame goes up, man. Look, it's all the way up there. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm no touchy. But yeah, that whole burner will get warm. But this kit, like I say, now back here on my hand on the palm, I can feel the residual heat from that radiating down. But it's nice. It's nice. He's getting ready to boil. He's bubbly. We're going to bring it to a full boil. Shut up, Tiger Tom. Shut up. These are your eggs. You be quiet. God. I haven't fed him. That's not my job to feed him. Buddy was really the only cat that... He came in last night, hungry, wet. He remembered me briefly, long enough to eat a bowl of food. At first he wouldn't even let me pet him. And then he got to where he let me pet him because he was eating. Usually I don't bug him while he's eating, but he was wet. I was trying to spread the wetness out with a brush. And then I got him to the point where he purred once. All right, he remembers. He remembers what it's like being a cat. But then he also remembered he doesn't know where Fifi is. Where is Fifi? I need to know, where is Fifi? I haven't seen her, buddy. I think that's the reason why he's been antsy and stuff like that, too, is because of Fifi. All right, we got to get another cup ready. I had that green cup. That's where we're going to pour our coffee and creamer. Coffee and creamer.